And you're welcome back. JoyNews investigations have uncovered how politically connected individuals and a smuggling cartel in the central and Volta regions hoard and resell premix fuel to fishermen at exorbitant prices. Premix fuel is supposed to be sold to fishermen for a little over 7 cedis a litre, but the same quantity is going for 20 cedis. 3 years ago, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia promised to digitize the distribution of government-subsidized premix fuel to rid the supply chain of this particular problem that we're dealing with. JoyNews' investigative team has uncovered how the politicization of the newly constituted Premix committee is compounding the plight of fisher folks at the country's landing beaches.
In 2019, JoyNews investigated the underhand dealings of a cartel hoarding and trading premix fuel at exorbitant prices. The investigations further revealed how the operations of the cartel also created an artificial shortage of the commodity at the landing beaches along the coast of Ghana. The management of the premix supply and distribution is not only an issue of livelihood, but a political one that caught President Akufo-Addo's attention to make a firm promise of reforms and the introduction of new moves aimed at resolving the problems.
Given the efficient distribution of premix fuel, we will continue to use the premix fuel tracking system and audit landing beaches measures which have ensured that since November there's been no report of premix diversion.
3 years ago, JoyNews investigations revealed that there were many middlemen aggressively buying, hoarding and selling premix fuel.
Because you won't go far or landing beach no do my one a big cry about electricity. I mean, big or child or classroom teacher no what now about two premise no do no turn my hand.
No one is checking these cartels. There are more fishermen in need of premix fuel. That is, the demand at the London beaches far exceeds supply. Secretary of the Premix Committee in Commander, Charles Williamson, agrees.
So whenever the tanker of fuel comes, people are starting struggling. You are struggling to get yours, others are struggling. And you can hear a lot of words about governance and so. I mean, you can hear all these words coming out. Why? Because the fuel is not coming enough for the fisheries. The canoes are more than the fuel that we receive.
Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 3 years ago promised to digitize the distribution of premix. Under this arrangement, no individual could buy premix without showing an ID card identifying him as a fisherman. This has only been piloted in the Greater Accra region. Today, the story is no different. At the Central, Western and Volta regions, unbridled hoarding by the cartel and politicization of the premix fuel distribution goes on unabated. It's even worse with a nationwide shortage of premix fuel. But petrol this is not the only burden weighing down the fisher folks. It's the politicization of the Premix Committee and the hijacking of the premix distribution by persons perceived to be affiliated with the governing party. A former member of the Premix Committee at the Voja Landing Beach, Moses Inchuga, confirms this claim.
It happened, I remember. One Mr. Is a government appointee, I can say. Sometimes when a fuel come here, he used to come here to monitor. But before he realized, he placed order that I'm so and so. They will give him 30 yellow containers, sometimes 40. They will not take it away that time. You keep it with someone in the community. After the one we receive finish, he will start selling his.
The administrator of the National Premix Secretariat, Nana Asare, says laws frown on the politicization of the Premix Committee. He says the Secretariat will probe into the claims.
There are laws governing these landing beaches. You can sell for 2 terms and renewable just 1 term only. These are basic laws that have been passed by Parliament. Nobody has the right to circumvent what is written in white and black.
But contrary to this claim, Kweku Wisdom, a member of the current Premix Committee in Voja, says he was appointed to the committee based on his affiliation with the governing New Patriotic Party. He has been a lotto forecaster for the past 3 decades.
I'm the time I'm holding, I've been fishing with my uncle.
Oh, okay. But now you don't fish?
No, I'm not going because of my health.
Okay.
I have to talk them the way they will manage and they will receiving the premise, because we are the old member for MPP, but how we are not getting anything from them. That's why this MNC put me there.
Okay.
Ghana's fishing industry is on the brink. Depleting fish stock as a result of illegal fishing is killing the sector. This has implications for food security and the livelihoods of thousands of fishermen. The situation with the management of the premix fuel worsens the problem. However, the promises made 3 years ago have not fully materialized. The middlemen have taken over the distribution of premix fuel. Only time will tell whether the digitization of distribution of premix fuel will solve this difficult problem.
And obviously that report was found by our investigative desk. So let's try and broaden the conversation here on the show. Acting President of the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council, Nana Jojo Solomon, is joining us via Zoom now. Thank you so much for your time. We also have Victor Kekeli Jokuto, a fisherman from Southern Volta Marine, precisely within the Keta municipality. So let's start off with you, Jojo, on this. As an association, how worried are you about the diversion of premix fuel and this whole issue of the cartel developing within your ranks?
Thank you. Yes, if I should answer you straight away, it's a big problem. It's very worrisome, and unfortunately, this trend has been militating against the industry, not today, not yesterday. It's been going on for quite a long time. And I remember I had the opportunity to be at the Jubilee House during President Mahama's time. And I think I drew his attention to the fact that in the Western and the Central regions, there is a cartel that has hijacked the premix fuel, and fishermen whose sole preserve is the premix fuel are buying it on the black, and it's becoming a problem. Unfortunately, it was not resolved, and it has become a tradition now. And like you are rightly saying, I was watching your film, and yes, it is people who are connected.
Yeah, but the issue about the solution, if this has been a perennial problem, I guess finding some solution to it will be very much desired. How do we solve the problem?
The only game changer, I believe, will be the digitalization of the product, where every canoe will have a card to be able to access the premix fuel. Otherwise, in the name of protocol, people who are outside industry are those who are the recipients of the product as I speak now. Yes.
The vice president some time ago was talking about, bringing in technology to check the situation. Will this be crucial at this point, knowing that it's becoming a problem for you, your association?
Like I said, that will be the game changer. Because people come in the name of protocol. The fuel will come, they will sell protocols about 3/4 or half of the assigned product before they look at the fishermen. So when 10 to 15 canoes are served, the product is finished. Then they will have to revert and buy from those protocol guys who assess them.
Right. And Jokoto, for you, you are a fisherman yourself, so you kind of have an understanding as to what's happening. I mean, share your experiences with us and how best do you feel that those in authority can deal with this issue?
Yeah, thank you. With my experience on what is happening, it's very terrible because the politicization of premise fuel in our jurisdiction is so huge that when you complain, your landing beach will be targeted and you will not be supplied with the premise fuel consignment. As I'm speaking with you now, since February 22nd till now, Ajido landing beach has not received even a cup of premise fuel because of some of these things.
It appears we're having some challenges.
When we want to face the
we're having some challenges hearing you, Jokoto. If you could just make that point again for us. Okay, we seem to have lost Jokoto there, but
okay.
This line doesn't seem to be favoring us. We'll definitely get back to this subject matter, which we're definitely monitoring here at JoyNews.